playing with the door.
Yeah.
Right, well, we should go and get an episode started. So we've got the 3 floors of my tower so far. The private ones where I keep all of my tech stuff and get changed into role.
Yeah.
Top floor's going to be the museum, and the middle. It's not really the bottom floor, but the lower floor is going to be the zoo.
All right.
And there's a.
How big is the zoo going to be?
Let's go and have a look. Start the episode in the zoo.
I want to see this. All right. Oh, I like it. I like it.
So it's.
You've been hoarding birds.
Yeah, I grabbed a few already. Just to test out how I could store them so they don't despawn or anything, they stay put. And see whether they fly out. See, I've had 2 birds in here, 2 tiny birds. A blue one and a yellow one. And I saw the blue one hopping around somewhere else at one point. So this is obviously not a good way to contain them. I'm guessing that they can just get through this little gap down the side here. I could have put a full lid on, but I wanted to see exactly what size and scale and how they could escape to prepare the exhibits in the zoo, as it were. Yeah, so this floor, yeah, there's the 2 tiny birds. I just put the one back, but I think they sort of glitch out somehow, so I don't think the iron bars are going to work. Look, he just walked through iron bars. Did you see?
Yeah.
He just walked through the iron bars. That's how tiny they are. He's going to lead you a merry dance.
Can you like pick them up?
In the safari nets, yeah.
All right.
But there's all sorts of little nooks and crannies still in these trees that I've left. I didn't want to just hollow everything out and make it all look very square. I've just cleared back enough to give a nice little platform with a few detailed areas for hiding some features in without having to rebuild the whole branch tree system.
Yeah, no, I like it.
You can hardly tell from the ground what's up here, which is what I was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Has he just escaped again?
Yeah, that's where I got him.
I think that might be that we're putting him just inside.
It just looked like you just kicked him.
He just comes straight back out again, didn't he? I'll leave him. He'll be all right. Yeah. The squirrel is still stuck. If I can see him again, he's up on this level here. Here he is. Yeah, here he is. This little guy here. I put him here just to see if he would go anywhere, if he would stay put. Which means that I can put little squirrels in trees around the place as part of the exhibits and things. Just have little squirrels wandering about, but not really being able to go anywhere or escape or anything. He's just stayed put there, quite happy. That's his spot now.
Oh, he's not worried. Look at him. He's chilling.
And then what else? Oh yeah, I went with the design of using these natural branches, which are very symmetrical, I believe. Yeah, I believe they're fairly symmetrical, and they always sort of spawn like that. Those, is it 8? 2 on each side. Yeah, 8. Those 8, and then built the towers up. And you know, in Thorncraft, there's those things that stick out of the cauldron.
Yeah.
Like, it sort of looks like those.
Oh, the alembics.
Yeah, sort of. Sort of went for that sort of look about them, and I might put something on the top to just make them look even more like alembics.
Yeah.
And then the top area over here is going to be like a museum of natural history, including the bosses and what they drop for us. Like,
This is going to be like our reward area where we're going to keep our skulls.
something like that, yeah. All of our big finds, like the axe that we've caught. Get a suit of each of the armour that's created by the mod. Throw in some plant exhibits and things like that around the sides and other bits and pieces. And try and keep it fairly open air, but I may have a roof over the top around about this sort of height at the top of the trees, just to give it like a peaked roof or a tower roof of some kind, just to cover it. But I wanted to try and keep it all nice and open to the elements as much as possible.
As long as you don't get hit by lightning.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. While I was working on up here, and then there was lightning going off everywhere, I had to log out for a bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw lightning striking all over the place, and I got worried. And I guess your place may have took a hit in that same storm and started burning.
Yeah.
And then
that's probably what got it.
And if I logged back in and was still just busy working away over here, it would have just burnt, burnt.
Once you come back, I have no base back, nothing.
You had to rebuild it quickly. But nobody will tell in the Crystal Keep.
That's all magical. I can just like wave my wand and bang.
You waved your wand.
One quick cut.
Yeah.
And my base is back.
Yeah, I'm using the Bibliocraft a lot for the areas around and up here. I quite like the shelves and the armors and the racks and the displays and things. So, and it's really simple to use that mod. So I'm going to include lots of that around the village and town as well as it develops, putting little bookcases in and things like that. We should keep things like the journal entries and messages that we pick up during the Crystal Keep in a certain bookcase somewhere, just as an exhibit of all of their own.
And come around and just see all of the cool stuff. Well, all of the cool messages and things that we found. That'd be wicked.
If we release the world file to the general public at any point in the future, then people will be able to come here and see the exhibits of our Crystal Keep adventures.
They'd be like, oh, that'd be amazing. They'd be like, oh, this is where Lewis gave him an apple.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. Try and keep it all in chronological order as we go, the things that we find and the things that we do, just so it's a nice little story in a natural history museum of the Twilight Forest mod.
I like it. Are you planning on releasing it, are you?
Yeah, eventually. There's no rush to, but yeah.
No, there's no harm in doing it.
I don't suppose you have your power tool on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I was thinking of doing, if you wouldn't mind. There we go. Bing!
Ooh.
Can you imagine all 8 of them?
Ooh, that looks good.
All 8 of them shining out up into the sky from the Twilight Tower.
That looks really good.
It also has a bit of a feel of the Twilight Forest Lich Towers, if I do say so myself, with the hanging out bits and things like that. So when we find one of those, I might study it a little bit more and add a few more touches on to make it look like a bit of a Lich's tower in amongst this tree as well.
Yeah, they're built quite deformed. That's what's quite nice about them.
Yeah, and the tree has got that natural deformity, but at the same time there's a lot of symmetry in it to build inside to use. You just got to keep the little random elements here and there just to keep it looking natural. And that's what I plan on doing with this whole tower build.
It is pretty wicked. I've definitely got some... Man, I'm not going to be able to get near this.
Well, don't worry. Once we've got some ideas for builds over in the Thorncraft one, then we can start installing. But I really wanted to see features in the Thorncraft tower.
Yeah.
Like the arcane levitators and golems running around filling up waters and lots of jars and storing of magical essences and like one branch, one tower in a similar way as I've got like 8 different towers over there. We'd have like 8 different infusion altars, each with their own sort of essences wrapped around, so you can quickly go and craft some things that are using the same essences all the time. You've got to have big plans, haven't you? So it's a big place. We've got to fill it with lots of wonder.
It is you're right, it is a very big place.
Yeah, and that tree's dedicated to the Twilight Forest mod, and this tree over here will be dedicated to the Thorncraft mod. So we've got quite a lot to cram into one tree, really, haven't we?
Yeah, that is quite a bit actually.
And then we can mix and match as much as we can down here to make a beautifully crafted working city around those two trees. And then that's our sort of big spawn project for two of the mods being showcased and a few of the other smaller mods just thrown in to add a few touches.
Yeah, just to fill out a bit.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to looking back on it and seeing how big this place actually is when it's all done.
Yeah. Well, we best keep plugging it, keep working at it, keep adding to it. I think the town has developed enough for this next episode. And I'm recording now, so I'll show the viewers behind the scenes of what we've got over here that I've made.
The clay and brick supplies.
The clay and brick supplies. I could do with a better name for it.
Well,
like,
that's what it does.
It's what it does. It says what it does. Yeah, I know. And the testificates would not really know any better than just to call it what it does. But I'd like it to be like Bob's Bricks, or something. You know what I mean? Somebody's named it their brick store, and then stick a villager behind the counter, and away we go. So there's space behind the counter for villagers.
Is this one of these little things you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the clay sculpture thing.
How do you sculpt it?
You have to put a bucket of water on it first, and then use the sculpting tools.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's interesting to work with, but
is that like a micro block?
Well, you sort of add a layer on, right? You start off with a basic layer, and you can use tools to stretch it up and down and move it left and right and that sort of stuff. And then it dries, and you can add another piece of clay on, and then sculpt that a little bit into a slightly different directions, and then you can add another piece of clay on and sculpt that. So you can end up forming a sculpture, but I'm not really sure on how to make it look like anything yet. Like, this is 2 bits of clay.
Yeah, but it has to be square or rectangular.
Well, I'm guessing, yeah. I can't see any way to make it circled, and the tools don't always make sense either.
Really?
Yeah, the tools. Yeah, you have to look into it one day. I'm not really getting too heavily into it. I just thought, I've got one of these lying around. We had a mess about with it. I'll stick that in here as a feature for the clay and brick store. And I've been using the bricks and all that, furnaces. I've got myself a little clay machine back in the real world that I've been bringing in my clay over to put in the furnaces to stock it up. But I've made it look like this is like the well to the clay farm, or that they make their own clay here. From the
clay pit.
Yeah, that they somehow make their own clay and fetch it up somewhere locally, and that's why they've got a shop right next to the well. And then, well, I just went straight into the wall. And then over here we've got the Maze Breakers Guild, named after their primary weapon, which is the Maze Breaker, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 2, Fortune 2.
That's a beast.
It's a special Maze Breaker that you pick up somewhere. I think it is about the only normal pick that can actually break the maze blocks. We've got some high-tech methods for breaking the maze blocks, but that's the only pick as such.
Yeah.
And then they've also been mining, so they've got some mined materials in this chest, which is publicly available. They don't know what to do with these things. Tin, iron, silver, and lead. They don't know what to do with it.
They're not that smart yet.
They're not that smart yet, no. They just know that they can mine these blocks, and when they find things like that, they put them away. Shiny things, things that they do know have value. But well, they've put light zirconium in here, but it's a shiny thing. So shiny things they've put into this chest behind the little iron bars. But I haven't done a roof on it yet. I wanted to leave the roof off just for now, so that you could see inside the iron bars for behind the scenes. And yeah, these guys will slowly but surely rip every last block out of that maze for us, so that we can then build our city walls from them. And as you can see, they have been busy. Already taken quite a load of blocks out to build their little place, and they've also done a bit of digging down here.
Ooh. Nice.
I set a couple of turtles off, in actual fact. And then just emptied them and put all the stuff in the chest. But I pictured that this is like their little project that they'll be doing. My maze breakers will not only be clearing out maze blocks, but those that don't wield a maze breaker pick because they're not yet fully established in the guild or whatever, they go and just do normal mining just below the surface.
They get the dirty digging duties.
They're dirty diggers, and the actual maze breakers themselves who get to use the big picks, the awesome picks.
Oh.
So yeah, somehow I include these 2 new buildings into this episode coming up.
This is awesome. It does look pretty cool.
And I just keep adding.
I'd love to be how surprised you was if you just came back one day and like there'd be like extra houses here and no one's been on it. You're like, what?
I would be absolutely shocked if I hadn't built the houses. I'd be, whoa, that actually worked.
And there'd be a little sign saying like,
Testification Bob did this.
Yeah.
And yeah, this breeding program is not working. Oh, wait a minute, it's worked. I've got a villager. I have babies.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a baby. There's a farmcraft baby in there.
It worked. I didn't realise. I thought it wasn't working. Maybe it was just very slow. But I put 2 down here, and I've got 4 fully grown and a baby. So it's breeding. It's working. The breeding program is working.
Oh, hallelujah!
So we'll be able to levitate those out with using our magical sticks of gravity goodness.
Yeah.
And throw them out into the village and populate. The thing I want to remind you, though, just in case you want to put a villager anywhere, is that this side, as in the bits that I'm standing here, close to where the breeding is at the minute, no doors.
They won't go in them.
Don't put doors down here because we need that to be the only doors in the village in the breeding program.
They won't breed otherwise, will they?
No, because they will see this as another village and they won't see that as the only village and so on. But about here-ish, like 80 blocks, 70 blocks away from that tree, villagers can be placed wherever you want. So we can take some new villagers when they've bred a few more and bring them over here and put them into this and put some into the Miners Guild and build something else over here, maybe a cattle farm over here and that, and start bringing the villagers over to this side. And then as we've got enough in there, because they're going to breed quite rapidly once there's a few in there,
yeah,
then we can just put doors on everything, scrap the breeding program and just let them have their own places around the town.
Can you safari net villagers?
No, unfortunately. That was...
Does it just not work at all?
No, because you've got to right-click to trade with them. And you've got to right-click to safari net them, so you can't possibly get them into the safari net. Shift right-click doesn't work either. You can't do it. Can't do it all sneaky-like. So yeah, you have to pick them up with either a gravity gun or go and get those red-cap goblins and use the transformation powders on them.
Yeah.
You're playing with your safari nets.
Yeah, see if I can drop them up in the air, but it doesn't work.
Right then, so shall we get ourselves costumed up, ready to start doing the episode and explore a bit?
Yeah, I'm going to get my makeup on.
Once you've finished running around the deer, that is.
Yeah, I'm going to get my makeup on and all my good stuff.
Alright, we'll be right back. Oh, nabbed. A little tiny red bird. Lovely.
I got me a yellow one.
You got the yellow one? There's another yellow one over there. Well, we haven't found any other animals at the minute. I mean, how many tiny birds have I got? I've got 3 tiny birds, I think, different colours. And I've got a couple of the bighorn sheep.
I got a few little birds, and I got some sheep, and I got a bat.
You got the bat, though. That's a pretty good find, I think.
That is pretty good. I don't know how you're going to keep it somewhere, though. You have to make like a proper bird's nest for it.
Well, I'll figure something out, no doubt. And maybe there's something... Oh!
What's this? What's...
Well, these blocks, these markings look a little bit like a large snake.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go right out there and say that this is probably bad.
Did you hear the little music that played in the background?
The ominous music.
The ominous.
Is there an entrance to this place?
I think we're going to make one. Yes, our curiosity is already getting the better of us.
It's getting the better of you.
I
didn't say I wanted to go in there.
I wonder if a normal pick would get through. Yes, absolutely. Ooh, that's...
You're just digging right in there.
Yep.
Oh, look at this place.
I think we should back off just a little bit. Get the flask out, make a cup of tea, have a think about it.
Yeah, I think this is probably a brilliant idea because I don't exactly want to go in there, but I'm guessing you're going to talk me into it.
Talk you into it? Never. Would I do a thing like that? You're going to suggest the idea.
Oh, okay.
So after a tea break, we'll be right back.
Yeah. So what's the plan now?
Well, now we've got to rig the place.
Rig it up.
Yeah. Now we need to rig the place so that we can do the thing. We got to put some of those obsidian things down, haven't we? For a start. Mm-hmm. That'll be a good start to get the obsidian in the right place, but not put the crystal on it because, again, this stage the crystal should be found.
Yeah.
So, just thinking, what's the best way? Because we've left it that we've stationed ourselves here. So let's, well, these things here. This is where we're having our tea break. Just chilling in here. But we need to go and gather the stuff. Unless you've got anything on you. I don't think you've got the stuff on you, have you?
No, I didn't bring it with me.
So we need to head back to town and then come back here. I've got it all marked on my map, so we'll be okay. Wait, what's that gap?
I was wondering how you got us here so quickly.
Yeah, I've got it all rigged, except for actually rigging the place itself. I'd forgot all about that. I've got the Naga.
I didn't actually think you could catch bats either.
No, I didn't either, but yeah. I guess you can catch just about anything, because you can catch the bosses as well. Whoa, there's
Have you actually tried to catch a Hydra?
Not tried to catch a Hydra, no. I haven't even encountered a Hydra yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know they're around. I know there's plenty of them, and I've played with Hydras. I've spawned Hydras into creative modes and all that sort of stuff.
They're a bit big, aren't they?
Yeah. You'd think that about the Naga, though, that it wouldn't actually go into a net that's a little Pokeball. But it does, so yeah.
I never realised the little guys change colour as well. It makes it even better.
Oh, change the colour of the balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see roughly what it is at a glance.
That's wicked. I use a load of your iron.
There's a load of iron in the chest there that the villagers have already accumulated.
Ooh. Yeah, I made an iron chest because that's what we had last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I went to eat cake and ended up...
That's alright, we just say the villagers ate it.
Yeah, the villagers have eaten all our cake. Heads will roll. So we've got another iron chest to do it. Good, good. Food. I've run out of food again.
Really?
Yeah.
I got some maize wafers on me.
Okay. I'll throw those emeralds on the ground.
Just use the emeralds to buy.
That's a good point, yes. Get some bread. Buy some bread.
You're amazing emerald villager.
Yeah, where did I put him? He's this one over here, isn't he? I'm going to have to designate it a bit better. Stop moving around. Come. Thank you. Come here. I would like 6 of your finest loaves of bread. Thank you. Ah, that's better. I can run again. Right, so if we place it in sort of the centre circle sort of area. Oh, there's a. Oh no, it's a bird. I thought it was a ladybird for a second
Oh.
there. Right, totems or tiles? Any ideas? Which goes first? Doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's not actually going to be a functioning one.
No, it's just gonna have its chest.
Well, that's there, there, and there, with a chest somewhere around here, with the crystal in. And anything else? Ah! Touchstone of the Midas. Yeah. A coin of fortune. There we go.
Ooh.
I'll put my coin of fortune in there for that as well. You keep,
Very nice.
You keep the crystal, I'll keep the coin of fortune.
Okay.
I've been using that quite a bit while constructing things, building stuff. It's very useful, but also very, very annoying flying past the chicken pen.
Oh, you just get all sucked in.
Yeah, just chicken eggs. Oh, whop. Yeah, so we're over here.
Hold on, have you still got that brick that you broke?
Yes, for continuity, I should put that one brick back, shouldn't I? Aren't these those obsidian tiles and totem things that they use in that magical studies?
Yeah, this is starting to look really, really bad because these shouldn't be here.
They look a bit out of place, don't they? Like this iron chest here.
Hold on, let me have a look. There's a coin of fortune and... Oh no. There's another crystal core in it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm going to take them, but I don't really know what I'm meant to be...
Oh no.
What?
It popped out and despawned.
Oh, really?
I don't know where it went. It popped out and went. I put it down. I saw it flash up, big green square, and then it just vanished. And it's not back in the Safari net, it's gone.
The Naga's disappeared.
Yes, I've just lost the Naga. I spawned it right here, I was like, pop, oh, there it is. But it then just didn't. Maybe that I was too close to the post or something. Ah, bugger. Well, there's one for the bloopers.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something to come slap me in the back while I was looking at the chest.
Yep. We could always run off and find another one. Right, so we lost the Naga. I've made a magic maze map focus out of a raven's feather, a bit of torchberry, and a bit of glowstone. Place that in the middle of the crafting and paper all the way around, and this makes a magic map. Very magical. And I presume, like all maps, you just right click it and it will start showing stuff up. So let's have a look. I'm going to have to scout around a bit to figure it out, but it should come up with special markings on it. Now there's nothing right where I am at the moment, so let's... Oh, wait a minute, things are coming up. Yes, I'm heading straight towards the Naga and it shows up on the map. So we know where that is, and there's a hollow hill over there. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Nice to know. And that's what the maze mine looks like. Cool. So we'll be able to find another Naga, capture that Naga, and continue the episode with a bit of a retake. Yeah?
Hopefully.
Take 2 of the Naga scene.
Alright, I'm recording, so when you're ready.
Well, I guess we're about as ready as we'll ever be.
I'm feeling pretty ready. I've gone and foraged up some baked potatoes, so, you know, I'm looking good.
Well,
dug them out the ground baked.
we should just get on with this then, because delaying the inevitable and all that.
What do you mean inevitable?
Well, we're going to have to do it, aren't we?
Oh. What'd you say?
I can hear
Anything
something.
Good?
Don't push me. Don't push me.
Treasure?
Well, watch behind you.
Oh.
Phew.
That was a shot.
It's there's nothing. It's clear.
Oh.
Oh, there's a nice little red bird over here, though. I might grab that for my zoo. Get my Pokeball.
I was kind of expecting a lot more.
They're expecting things to be rather violent in here. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why we've had a bit of a tea break first.
Hype myself up for all of that and nothing.
These are crazy big places, though. I wonder what's supposed to live in this place.
Oh, look. Hey, it's more of those things.
Oh, those obsidian tile things. And another chest.
Oh.
Crazy, lad. Crazy.
Oh, let me check this guy out and see what we got.
Oh, what was that? Careful.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh my